Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to share with you guys some of my favorite beauty tips. So if you want to hear what they are, just keep watching. Okay, so I have them all written down on my phone because I know I would forget some, and I definitely don't want to because I want to share with you guys my favorite little tricks to use. Okay, so the first one is, as far as dry shampoo goes, I love the Batiste dry shampoo. It is so stinking good. But if you don't want to go out and buy dry shampoo, or you're out or whatever, you can easily use baby powder. Just sprinkle some in your hand, rub your palms together, and then just work it through your roots. It does leave a little bit of a white cast to other dry shampoos, but it really, really works. I actually used to use this, use baby powder as dry shampoo a long time ago, and I still do sometimes to this day, but it really does work. And if you do have dark hair like me and you don't want that white cast as much, you can mix it with some cocoa powder, just like the regular Hershey's cocoa powder that you have in your pantry, and it actually tints it to be brown so that you don't have as much of a white cast. So that is my first tip. Moving on to number 2, it is to pluck your eyebrows after you have filled them in. Now, I know most people say you should pluck your eyebrows once you get out of the shower because the heat, or whatever, the warmth of the shower or something, I don't know, it does something to the hair and makes it hurt less, which bullcrap, first of all, because it always hurts when I pluck my eyebrows. Anyways, this actually is a recent trick that I've learned, and it actually has helped me a lot not to over pluck my brows. I got caught up in that a little bit, but brows are always a working thing. I feel like I've gotten a good shape down, a good little method routine, and it honestly has been plucking after I fill them in. So what I like to do is I like to take my e.l.f., what are these called again? Instant brow pencils or something. They're $2 on the e.l.f. website. I have the one in taupe and then the one in neutral brown. And I actually take taupe first and I brush it up, and then I just take the pencil side and fill it in, and then I go in with the neutral brown just to darken it up a little bit and make it a little bit more warm. But what I do after that is I will set it with brow gel, kind of let it, dry or whatever. And then if I see any strays down here or up here, I'll just pluck them, or I will take my little razor and I'll just razor them. And this just really helps me not pluck, because normally if I don't film it in my brows, there's hair, or there's not hair right here, and there's not color right there. And so I would, if let's say they're starting to grow in right there, I would be plucking that, and that's where I'm filling it in. So it helps just to kind of fill your brows in and shape them naturally the way you want them to be. Because if you pluck after, before you even fill them in, you might be plucking hairs that you want to be there and that you're, putting a pencil in to fill that in, but you could just keep the hair growing. So hopefully that made sense. If you want an in-depth brow routine review, whatever you want to call it, how-to video on that, I will definitely do that. I did an eyebrow routine a while back, but my routine has changed. So if you want an updated one, or you want to see how I pluck after I fill them in, just leave it in the comments below and let me know, and I can definitely do that for you guys. Okay, so my next thing is to use a nude colored eyeliner in your waterline, in your lower waterline, to look awake. This trick, I'm actually wearing nude eyeliner in my waterline today. I love this trick. It makes you look so awake, especially when you haven't had a lot of sleep the night before, because your eyes can look really red, and especially in your lower waterline right here, it can look really red. And sometimes white can look a little harsh, but nude just really helps it look like it's your skin, but brighter and better, So like I said, if it's really red right there, or you're just really tired, doing this will really, flew it across the room. So like I said, if you're really tired or it's really red right there, using this is kind of like a concealer for that area, and it really just helps brighten it up and make you look really, really awake. Okay, oh, it's that time of year, ladies, when we're getting our dry skin. This time of year, my skin just starts to dry out. Everything starts to dry out. My throat's really dry today. I love the weather, and I love fall, and I love winter, but I hate that my skin gets really dry. So, and like, I don't know, in the summer you're tan and like glowy, I feel like, and just beautiful. And then in the winter it's like, wah, wah, like it just sucks. Anyways, I have a trick though to make your skin still look really healthy and glowing and really hydrated. And that is to use a liquid highlighter and mix it in with your foundation. My two favorite liquid highlighters are the Glowing Complexion Illuminating Cream from City Color Cosmetics. This is like really inexpensive. You get a ton of product and it is like more of like a pinker tone highlighter. So if you have a cool toned complexion or a neutral one and you just want to, you know, have that like pink glow, I definitely recommend this one. This one is just so beautiful. Both of these highlighters that I'm recommending are gorgeous and they just look glowy. They don't look sparkly, which I love. When you're mixing a highlighter in with your foundation, you want it to make you glow, not like glitter exploded on your face. So the next one that I'm recommending is this Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights. And I have the shade Bare Light, but they do have like two other shades. They have a more pinky one, and I think they have a darker one than this. So if you're having a hard time finding one to match your skin tone, I definitely recommend just like looking at these three and picking the best one. So I have the neutral one. Let me show you guys what it looks like. These just like, it's down there. I don't know if you guys can really even tell, but it's just so beautiful. It adds just a little bit of glow, a luminosity to your like foundation and to your skin. And you don't need a lot of these products. You just, a little bit goes a really long way, especially if you do have more like combo skin. I would definitely say like use just a little bit because you don't want it to like, you don't want to add too much then make it look like super oily. You still want to like control the oil but look glowy. And I love that trick, especially for the winter. I just think it looks beautiful. Okay, oh, the next thing is to take a like translucent powder, or just any powder really. So I love like the e.l.f. HD translucent powder, you guys know, or my Ride or Die Rimmel Stay Matte. But if you, like, let's say like right now I have on a cream lipstick, but let's say I kind of wanted it to look matte, or let's say I'm going to a wedding or somewhere where I need it to last a long time. What you can do is you can take a tissue. I'm just going to demonstrate with a makeup wipe. You can just take it like you can just put a tissue over your lips and then take a little bit of powder on a brush like this. And then you just kind of press the powder in over the tissue. Like I said, I'm using a makeup wipe, but you should really use a tissue. Anyways. So I really love that trick because what it does is it really helps, like, the powder sets your face. And so putting it over that helps it set the lipstick. Now, if you just put powder on lipstick, your lips are going to feel real weird. It's going to feel like really grainy and just kind of gross. But putting it over the tissue helps not have that texture transfer, but it does still help the staying power. So after you do that, just apply lipstick one more time or something like that, and it will last so much longer. This trick is amazing. I've done it on brides that I've done before and it really does work. So I definitely recommend that. The next thing I want to share is if you're like me and you have naturally curly hair, I mean, although today I did like barrel curl it, but even then my hair likes to frizz. So I always am using like hairspray or any, or, you know, stuff like that. But let's say like I get these little flyaways right here. Don't mind my roots, I have to dye my hair. Anyways, my hair, it looks like gray, but it's not. It's just a cooler brown than the rest of my head. Okay, whatever. But so I have these like little flyaways right here, and I like to take my eyebrow gel. This is just the NYX Control Freak, my favorite eyebrow gel. And I will just kind of like brush it over those little flyaways and then just kind of like smooth it down, and it really helps just to kind of keep those flyaways in place. And because the wand is so small, you're not like putting gel in your hand and going, so it's not going to make it all look like really flat and crunchy up top. It really allows for like a precise application and just get the gel where you want it. So I love that little trick to use eyebrow gel as hair gel. This is also really nice if you're doing like a super sleek pony and you want like all these like little baby hairs or flyaways to just stick to your head. This is really great because the spoolie like brushes them into the hair and like makes it really stick. So I love using that trick. Okay. Okay, so my next tip is to use Aquaphor as makeup remover. Let me get my Aquaphor out actually. Okay, so if you don't know what Aquaphor is, I have a whole big tub of it. It is like an advanced healing ointment. You can actually find it a lot in like the baby aisle or like the first aid aisle. And basically, it looks like Vaseline, but it's not Vaseline, but it resembles that a lot. And it's really good for dry skin, it's really good for cuts, it's really good for, I mean, like everything. I don't even know. I love to use this as lip balm at night, especially in the winter. It just really helps like penetrate deep into my lips and make them really soft. I also like to use this on my cuticles to keep them hydrated. But you can definitely use this as eye makeup remover. Because it's like a thicker consistency and it has a lot of like moisture in it, if you just take a little bit on your fingertips and then rub your eyes, the oil in it really helps break down all that makeup. And then if you just go in with a makeup wipe and wipe it off, you will be so amazed. This really works if you wear a lot of waterproof makeup and things like that. This just will get everything off, and it's really inexpensive. I think this like big old jar is probably like $4 or $5, and it'll seriously last you like a year and a half. It is amazing. Love it. Okay, so my next tip, and probably the most important one, is to always wash your face at night. Always wash off your makeup. I have not gone to bed with makeup on in a really long time. And like I said, I mean, I don't have the greatest skin, so it's not like this is gonna be like, oh my gosh, save your skin, you're never gonna have breakouts. I mean, if it does, I'm jealous. Hold on, I need a water break. Okay, but it just, like, makeup just can settle into your pores, and my eyes are extremely sensitive, and if I go to bed with makeup on, especially eye makeup, never fails the next morning I have a sty. It is like, my eyes are just like, we hate you, don't put makeup on us at night. So I just never do because I get styes, I break out, and I just kind of feel gross. Now, and also I look gross, I look like I'm haggard. Now, some people are like my sister, and she goes to bed with makeup on and she wakes up and she still looks like a freaking princess, but we all can't be that blessed, so, you know, whatever. Just make sure you wash off your makeup at night because it'll really help get your skin super clean and unclog those pores. Okay, the last tip is to exfoliate your lips. I know this sounds kind of crazy and stupid, but it's so true. e.l.f. makes a really good like lip exfoliator. I actually haven't gotten that one in a while. I ran out of it and then I just kind of like never repurchased it, but it is really good. It's only like $3 and you can find it at Target or on the e.l.f.'s website. But my other favorite thing is to take like my toothbrush and just kind of run it over my lips. Or I'll just take a washcloth and run it over my lips. That just kind of helps get all the dead skin off. And so I will do that at night, and then I'll apply some Aquaphor or like my Nivea Kiss of Smoothness, which is like my Ride or Die lip balm. And my lips will be so soft the next day, especially if you wear a lot of these like liquid lipsticks and matte lips. They really accentuate dry like patches on your lips. So before you wear one of those, it's really important to exfoliate your lips because it's going to help the product go on smoother and it's just going to help it look better in general. Okay guys, that is it for my little beauty tips. I know this video was just kind of rambly, but you know, whatever, it's what I do. I sometimes just want to sit down and talk to you guys about my favorite little makeup tips and tricks. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Or I'll just take a washcloth and run it. I have a lot of cool